How's it going, folks? Jack here, and welcome back to Monopoly. Today we've got the Season 5 review of our time here at the club, and well, this is the lovely bit at the start of the season before my heart's been completely shattered, where we talk all about our hopes, dreams and aspirations. Of course, if you've been watching the streams over at twitch.tv/WorkTheSpace, or indeed watch the Season 4 catch-up, you'll know where this season starts, and it starts in Serie, off the back of a playoff win, having finished 4th in Serie B. We find ourselves in uncharted territory for Monopoly, moving up to, well, with the big guns. And if we just look at the media prediction, it's not particularly positive, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, we are a tiny fish in a very big ocean at this point. I did notice our stadium currently holds 6,800 fans. I believe the lowest attendance in Serie history is larger than that. So the fact that that's a thing does not bode particularly well. We're probably going to be smashing some records this year, hopefully for the better, although I suppose it's all going to be a bit of a question mark, a bit of an unknown until we get into things. In terms of the actual squad, we've already made some pretty big additions. Today is the start of July, so this is very much, midway through the transfer window to start this review. I've been busy in the transfer market, offering trials to just about everyone, probably some names you recognise here. A few of these players I'm very ambitious if I think I'm going to be able to sign, but we have already added in some big strength, and I think the big cornerstones of the team. All of these players were agreed to be signed before we won the playoffs, most of these done in January, before we thought promotion would happen, but I did sign them with the mindset of, if we did go up, they could do a job for us. Obviously, the big player is Hannibal Mejbri. He's absolutely insane. United let him go on a free transfer, which is just ridiculous. We have capitalised on that. He is going to be leading the line in Serie A. Slightly concerningly, he does have an £11 million release clause, so that's scary. If we look elsewhere, you can see here Sepp van der Berg has joined us from Liverpool. Good little centre-back for this level. He's got some potential. I'm desperately hoping he's going to be able to fulfil it, because he is a low-end Serie A player at best, but kind of the sad reality is that we just don't have money. Braganza, I guess, the other of the big signings that we've made this year. I feel like between these three, we've got some very good players, and I have made a club record transfer very early on, and that is Bjorn Beck, who we've signed with almost half of our transfer budget from Midtjylland. And I've kind of signed this guy with the mindset of, we're predicted to go straight back down. If we stay up, fantastic. If we go down, this is the kind of player we can build around longer term. He just looks really good as far as centre mids go. Capped under 19 level at the age of 16. He's very young, big future ahead of him. Hopefully we're going to be able to get him some minutes over the year. But yes, just in general, things kind of in a bit of a weird position. We've still got a few good youngsters coming through, although these are mostly players that we are signing. From a financial perspective, we are completely in the gutter. It's a miracle that we got promoted. Without that, we would be a lot more panicking or panicky right now than I am right now. I'm relatively calm because I know that TV money is going to help out massively. Our wage budget currently sits at £100,000. Just to put that into a little bit of perspective, £100,000, if we look at Juventus's team, what would £100,000 get you in Juventus's team? It would get you half a Szczesny. Yeah, the reality is that, I mean, every player highlighted here, so how 14 of Juventus's first team players are on more than my entire squad combined. It could be a long season. You might be wondering in terms of system what I'm going to do. Right now, this is what I'm thinking we're going to play. Some kind of quite defensive 4-1-2-1-2. I say it's like a 4-1-2-1-2 with a diamond, but with Mejbri kind of tucked in deeper. I find that in a really narrow midfield, especially against teams who like to have overlapping wing-backs, you get overrun. My thinking here is that the two wider centre mids are hopefully going to be able to help cover any runs in the wide areas, any overlaps made, just to give the wing-backs a little bit more in the way of support. I am looking, for the most part, to keep faith in a lot of the team that we already have here. And in fact, when you look at our team, this is kind of the planned starting 11. I'm actually relatively happy with it. Obviously, we've got Luca up front, who I think is, well, the player to pin a lot of hopes and expectations on. Of course, here at Monopoly, we do like to make the most of our set pieces. It'll be interesting to see how Luca can translate to Serie A. Of course, it's one of those situations where I would probably like to replace him, but the sad reality is that we don't have the money to do so. We've got obviously minus 3 million, transfer budget remaining of 1.6 million. Our remaining wage budget is about £3,000. You know, that's not going to get you a Serie A quality player most days of the week. I don't really have the players to sell either, sadly. A lot of the players of the higher value are players who have only just recently joined us. It's going to be a challenge. The board expectation this year is just put up a fight. I'm going to try and put up a fight and then some. I'm hoping that if we can build a nice solid foundation, maybe we, between making the most of set pieces and the pacey players we have, we can catch some teams out in the break. But I think at the same time, we kind of have to appreciate it's going to be a difficult year here in Serie. Roma, first game of the season. In fact, they're looking just at the start of the season. We have Roma, we have Juventus, we have Torino, Milan and Inter. I think 4 of those 5 teams are predicted to finish in the top 4 places in the league. So as far as difficult starts to the season, it doesn't really get more difficult than this. But anyway, I can try and big up the challenge. I feel like it's kind of obvious where the challenge is. This is going to be very, very difficult. We'll hop forward in time. I don't know if I'm going to go to the end of the season or midway through, because maybe there'll be stuff to talk about midway through. We'll see. Future Jack, I hope it goes well. Godspeed, take care, and good luck, my friend. Okay guys, so we're back. I decided to come back mid-season because I just wanted to gush over what's happened since you were last here. It's all going bloody brilliantly. Don't scratch your eyes. We are in second. This has been a very weird season in Serie. Udinese, who were predicted to finish way down the league alongside us in 12th, they're currently in 3rd and unbeaten after 15 games. Right now we're going into the winter break. It's all very, very close at the top of the table. And, well, you probably wonder, Jack, how the hell are you second right now? I mean, the 4-1-3-2, I guess is what we'll call it, it's worked really, really well. And to be honest, the new additions we've made have just kind of clicked. Luca has been grabbing the goals for us, which was always the big question. Mejbri, I mean, get the fan club started for him. 5 goals to his name. He has been absolutely top draw for us. But to be honest, across the board, it's been a pretty big collective effort. I do feel like we are riding our luck quite a lot. Far too many of these games we are winning by a narrow margin, but ultimately, we've only lost 3 games in the first few months of the season, and when you look at that start to the season, we actually navigated it quite well. In fact, 2 of our 3 defeats so far this season in the league came in the opening 3 games, which was, I guess, disappointing in the case of Torino, but the fact that we managed to beat Roma, the fact we managed to draw against Milan and beat Inter, just absolutely huge results. Particularly the 2-2-1 wins away from home. Luke has been superb. Braganza just doing his thing. You can see here, first game of the year, got a late goal right at the very end, in the 93rd minute. And, well, besides that, we're not winning by massive margins, but we're just scraping through 3 points at a time. I mean, when you look at the pre-season odds, ourselves and Udinese definitely overperforming, but in terms of our goal difference, we have a plus 10 goal difference. We're not banging in goals for fun. Defensively, we've not been amazing. Our games, to be honest, have been kind of low scoring, but I don't mind playing boring football if it's going to see us survive. The big kind of standout story, to be honest, has been in the financial perspective. We're up to £9.5 million in the bank, which is obviously absolutely insane for us. We did smash the record for lowest attendance in Serie, which you absolutely love to see. You can see here the wage spend. We are actually technically over the budget. I did manage to eke out a couple of 10,000 more pounds from the board, which was incredibly kind of them. If we do look at the transfer market, you might have seen in the earlier recap bit, we were looking at the likes of Luke Shaw and Fred. I'll be honest, those were kind of unrealistic in the end. The notable player, I suppose, the designated player of sorts this season, Marek Hamsik. Although I'll be honest, he's not really had the impact you might expect. I brought him in to play deep line playmaker as kind of this, I don't want to say meme transfer, but a bit of experience in the team. Every year we've signed one of these players. Season 1 it was Charlie Addons, who's now a coach. Season 2 it was Rooney. Season 3 it was Banega. Wait, I'm missing a year here. We signed the years blur into one here at Monopoli. Basically, Hamsik was meant to be the meme, and then Braganza just turned into an absolute god. He's been absolutely insane. You can see here just a sea of green in terms of the average ratings. So good on set pieces, so good as our deep line playmaker, just really makes the team tick. And yeah, I've been caught out by just how well we've done. You can see here we did actually make quite a big sale. Chechu moved to Valencia. This guy was a young prospect who we signed not even a few years ago, last year on a free transfer. And he's moved straight to Valencia's B team, where, to be fair, he's got 9 goals in 16 games, so he's clearly not too bad, and maybe £1.9 million now just looks like we didn't get enough for him, but ultimately, it was the money that allowed us to reinvest in a few other areas. You can see here we've continued to bulk out the team, really not spending big on any other players besides Beck, just instead looking for youth, looking for players who are going to stick around longer term, trying to build a sustainable future here at Monopoly. And I do feel like now we're in a situation where that is very much a thing. Certainly one thing that's worth noting is just how little we've been rotating the team this year. We've probably used about 14 players in terms of starters for all of our games this year, in the league at least. There has been absolutely no need for rotation, but that suits me down to a T. I do have this lingering doubt this probably isn't sustainable, so enjoy this site whilst you can. The board expectation is still fight bravely against relegation. I think in a day or two we might even get a chance to re-amend our kind of expectations, but regardless, things are going well here. If we can get a Champions League spot, it would be incredible, but as you can see, there are lots of teams within a very, very close touching distance of us, and there's a lot of games left to be played. We're not even halfway through the season yet. We've still got another 23 matches, so make of that what you will. It's a long road ahead. We're going to do our best. I feel like last time I left, I said good luck or something. I don't need luck anymore. I just need us to not score. We're not conceding, continue scoring one or two. Luca, keep doing your thing. Meshbury, continue to carry. More late goals would be delightful. And, well, there's hop forward again. Jack, future Jack. Good luck. I hope the end of the season was kind. You may even be watching some end of season drama or something play out if it went down to the wire. I really hope it didn't. Champions League at the very least. Champions first season in Serie, maybe. I don't know, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. Anyway, good luck, Jack. Go forward, go forth, and, well, get us a title. 1,000 viewers. Have we hit 1,000? Right. The pressure's even worse now. Oh, my word. So just if you're just tuning in, because there has been a wave of people come in just a second ago, we are trying to win Champions League football as Monopoly. It's our first season in Serie. The board expectation was just go down fighting. We have fought tooth and nail. Today we take on Lazio. Udinese take on Juve. Roma plays some shitter teams. They're going to win. Top 4 get Champions League. I'm stressed. Right, let's get into this. Oh, it's Lazio away. It's bloody Lazio. Where is our midfield? This is actually really, really bad. I don't have many centre mids. And they're all just suspended at once. What happened? Right, the mole. You've got 4 vision. We need you today. Odin Tiago, we need you today. The baby-faced assassin. Look at him. He's bloody 12. Right, Hamsik, come in. He's not played at all for us this year. He's actually quite good. I mean, look at him. Development at 36. I don't have it. Do I have? Oh, Van der Berg's back. That's a big return. Get him in the starting 11, Jack. Bloody hell. Amaral, I'm not going to start. I'm going to stick with Adamson. Teddy's back, though. Tedster's back. Right, get Teddy in. It's not a terrible team. It's not a terrible team. Hashtag free Teddy. Look, I've got Teddy in, everyone. We've got our Teddy on one side, released by Brighton. Told he didn't have a future in football. He came to Italy. He reinvented himself. The mole. He has no vision, but he's tireless. He likes to run, just like a mole. He has good concentration, just like a mole. I might bring in Karamoko for Unaland. No, Unaland's been good, Jack. Show faith in him. I might... Adamson at left-back's a gamble, but our first choice left-back's out injured, Nazinho. He's coming back from injury. He's not fit. He's not fit to play. Right, let's do this. Oh, my word. We just need to beat Lazio. It's simple. Football Manager's a simple game. Man, if we can get Champions League football, this summer transfer window is going to be so much fun over the next couple of days, trying to turn what is an absolute shambles of a football club. There is still a chance we don't get any European football whatsoever. Just as a heads up. We could fall down as low as 6th, which is not European football. I think we get entered into the shitty, you know, the 3rd European competition that no one really cares about. But I don't want that. Oh, Lazio, don't do it straight away. It's the pug is playing against us. I don't... Okay. I don't want anyone to panic. But we have just conceded right away. And I am panicking. This is not how it's meant to happen. This is not how it's meant to happen. The pug, our former player, Curly Mamba, thank you very much for gifting a sub to BN999. The bloody pug, of all the people, it had to be one of our former heroes of the Leeds United stream of last year. Please, please, not like this. Not like this. Please, Football Manager, don't be cruel. This is the worst thing about Football Manager, right? You don't really have any control over it all. Oh my, what is happening? You don't have it. Stop, stop. What a tackle. Who was that? Addons, give him the keys to the city. Give him $200 for passing go. Coke Zero, help me out in my time of need. We're in 5th. We're in bloody 5th. It's a disaster. Right, where's Luca? Oh, it's a bad corner too. No, 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 no. No, no. Chase him. Who is that? Who is it? Teddy, you've got to chase harder than that. Not the pug again. Relax, everyone. Napoli scored! Napoli scored! Please, Napoli. Chronic Wanderlust, thank you very much for subbing. Unaland scores! Let's go! Get your 9s in the chat. He has 9 finishing. He doesn't care. He finishes everything. He grew up as a young lad in the Norwegian 2nd Division, being given portions too big for himself in order to improve his finishing. He wiped every one of those dishes clean when he ate it all up and finished his dinner. Now he's finishing his dinner in Serie A. And I don't know what I'm saying, but Juventus have just scored and now we're back down in 5th. We kind of have to win. I need match stats. I need match stats. It's very fit. No, 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 no. Stop it, Pug. Stop it. Stop it. Counter. No, it's not happening. It's not. I'm very stressed, everyone. It's far too much even for me. Solbakken blocked. Teddy. Tedster. Look at him bloody go. He's like Sonic the Hedgehog. He's just going on his own. Where's he going? Where's... Oh, I thought he was going to score. I was starting to believe. I was starting to believe in you, Teddy. Right. I don't want to alarm anyone, but at the break, Juve are winning 2-0, which does put us down in 5th if we don't win. It's getting a little much, isn't it? So, let's just have a quick look. So, Juve are beaten Udinese. If they draw, we'd be ahead of them. There's lots of permutations here, because everyone is playing everyone. Look at... It's a bloody mess. We're taking on Fiorentina. No, we're taking on Lazio, even. Zebra have got Udinese. Napoli are taking on Roma. And Inter are just chilling at the top. Inter could... Actually, I don't think Inter can slip out. It's too much. It's too bloody much. We just need to win. It goes back to what I said at the beginning. Don't worry about everything else. Just win our game. Just win our game. Teddy. Teddy, do something, Teddy. Our team is a complete band of misfits. Like, Juventus have Luis Suarez up top for them. He is on... His wages would cover our entire team twice. He's on £300,000 a week. Our squad budget is £140,000 a week. That is the difference between the quality of these teams. We are the underdogs. No, no, no. Thank you. Thank you. How did that not go in? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Come on, Monopoly. This is the most intense game of Monopoly ever. The mole's been awful. Get off the pitch. I'm going to bring in Sefil. Meshbury's been quiet today. Hannibal, I need something from you. I don't have any options on the bench to change games. Look at everyone on there. I don't want to alarm anyone. There are 4 teams on 68 points. As things stand, 4 teams are about to all be level. What is happening in this league? Has anyone seen the season with 20 minutes like this? Oh my word, I can't deal with it. I can't blooming deal with it, everyone. Get shouty shouty. Oh, don't score now, Lazio. Don't do this. Just as a reminder, 6th place doesn't get any kind of top European football. They get put in that Europa 2 thing that no one cares about. No, no. What a save, Sonsin. It was offside. It was offside. It didn't matter, but he didn't know that. Novella, launch it. Where's Luca? He's not there. And try again, Novella. Van der Berg. Sepp Van der Berg scores! Let's go! Come on! Oh my word! Oh my... What is happening? What do we do now? He's tucked it into the bottom corner with 7 minutes left. The dream. The dream. The dream. Right. Just time waste out of it. No overlapping anymore. We play for a draw. Well, not for a draw, but you know what I mean. I don't want to change things too much. I don't want to invite a load of pressure onto us. Let's just put the wing backs on to defend. Tell them to be sensible. Hannibal, just, on support now, mate. None of this nonsense. We have 6 minutes to hold on. A win means that nothing else matters. Just time! Time's going! We're getting Champions League football! Come on! Oh my word! What an insane end to the season! T-Boss, thank you very much for subbing with the Prime. What has just happened? Come on! Oh my god. We almost finished second. Oh my word. So let's hybrid. You've just gifted a load of subs and Jan Ryder's subbed. Big Lozzie's gifting subs. What is happening? Oh my word. How have we done it? How much money are we about to get given? 3rd in our first season in the league. Our previous wage budget... Our previous wage budget was £150,000. How much are we about to get given now? Predictions chat. Transfer budget, wage budget. This is why you love Football Manager. Right, what have we got? What am I meant to do with this? Oh my word, what an end to the season, but here we are, we made it everyone, we survived in Serie, and then some. 3rd place in the end we finished, as you saw by that kind of dramatic end to the season as we took on Lazio. We got by in the end, we almost bottled it, my word. Our end to the season, it didn't really do it justice in the last game. Our end to the season was absolutely awful. We were actually competing for the title with 8 games left, and it just went completely downhill in such a horrible, horrible way. You can see here, we were all the way kind of down in 6th place, having been 2nd for so very long, and even top on 1 or 2 occasions. But that late resurgence, that late win against Lazio, Sepp van der Berg getting the all-important goal, the all-crucial goal. And he actually improved a lot this season as well, which is what you want to see. Obviously, as you've seen by the money that's been given to us, it's not going to be that great this year in terms of what we can do. I mean, our wage budget is a lot bigger. We've got a little bit of money to spend. I've already been jiggling around the budgets, but ultimately, it's going to be a weird year next year. Being in the Champions League, not having a lot of money. Obviously, we're a team that don't get a load of money through season ticket revenue and stuff. Our facilities are being upgraded. The board are planning a new stadium that might be done in a couple of years' time. Lots is going on at Monopoly. Lots is changing here at the end of Season 5, and I really don't know what to expect from next season. The board expectation is to avoid relegation, and as much as I want to big up our achievements this year, and of course if you want to watch the season in full, you can go back and watch the VODs where every single game was played live. But if you were to just look at this season, you realise just how much other teams slipped up and we capitalised on that. The fact that the likes of Juventus, Roma, even Fiorentina, Napoli way down the league, all of these teams lost more than, a quarter of their games in a season. That is just not normally going to happen. This is not how Serie A normally plays out. I mean, you can see here, last season, 68 points wouldn't have got you into the top 5, whereas this year, 68 points got you into the Champions League. So we've got to try and capitalise, obviously, on this moment. You can see here, we did actually score a decent amount of goals. It was a pretty low-scoring season, but defensively, room for improvement, I think, is probably the most polite way of putting it, although we did concede 16 of our 51 goals against Juventus and against Inter over the course of the season. In terms of our actual squad, the big performer really was Luca. He had a great season alongside Mejbri, who, well, he had that release clause in his contract. We're in the middle of negotiating, hopefully, a new contract that will see the release clause rise to £33 million. I can't get it out of his contract to release clause. I want to keep him for the long term. He's worth more than £33 million to me, but I kind of just have to accept where we're at. I think the big challenge actually is going to be with Champions League football. A lot of wage demands are going to go up. Mejbri, I'm already having to look at offering in the region of £30,000 a week for. And that's obviously a massive chunk of our transfer budget and our wage budget. I mean, if I wanted to give that kind of rise to players, I can only really extend the contracts of 5 or 6 more players. Unaland was a big revelation this year. He came in January and he got 10 goals in 20 games, which for a player with 9 finishing, and let me tell you now, the Twitch chat reminds me that he has 9 finishing, but for a player with 9 finishing, not a bad return. Was not a small investment either at £1.7 million, but he really came good. His goals actually proved very crucial, because for a lot of the season we were just over-reliant on Luca, and I'm sure you've had it in Football Manager. You have a player who's scoring and scoring and scoring. There isn't really a plan B there, and when he stops scoring, suddenly it all goes horribly, horribly wrong, whereas I don't know, Unaland kind of saved us in that regard. You can see here, just looking at the transfer business, we did make a few other dealings throughout the windows. A few free transfers here and there, very much our usual style. The only other big transfer we made was Odin Thiago, who I signed for a lot of money, and then he only played 1 game, and it was the last game of the season, I think, was that first game he started. So to be fair, he didn't put in a bad performance in that one. Maybe you have to look to get him into the team a little bit more. Brought him in really to be just a backup to Mejbri, but with Hannibal not getting injured, there wasn't really a gap in the team for him. But within our system, the advanced playmaker does actually prove very, very crucial. They have to bring the ball out a lot. They need to be able to do a little bit defensively as well. But, well, no, what an insane season this has been here in Serie A. Defying all expectations. I have no idea what to expect from next year. Our first team is quite big in terms of number of players, but the actual depth and strength of, you know, players who I would really consider Serie A starters is rather small by comparison. There's probably 16 players in the team that, at a push in some cases, I would say are good enough for this level. We're going to have midweek games, at least early on in the Champions League. I'm not sure what stage in the Champions League we actually enter in at. That's going to be, I suppose, tomorrow's problem to try and figure out. But for now, at least, we're going to embrace the moment. What an insane first season. 8 points off Milan in the end. The title was not meant to be. Only a 14-goal difference, but it doesn't matter how many goals you score and concede as long as you grind out points. And ultimately, that's what we did here in our first season in Serie A. Defied expectations. Next season is going to be tricky. I'm a little bit nervous. Hopefully I'll see you guys over on Twitch for the adventure. Otherwise, we'll be back at the end of next season for another review like this one, where hopefully things aren't going to have gone completely wrong. But anyway, guys, that's going to wrap up the wrap-up from me. The wrap-up of the wrap-up. Lots of wrapping up today. It's almost Christmas. It's not. It's August, Jack. Let's wrap things up here in all seriousness. Please help me. Really appreciate the support, guys. If you've enjoyed this video, do drop a like on it. If there's more stuff you would like to see covered in these wrap-up videos, please do let me know. I try to keep these brief, but at the same time, it's nice to show you dramatic turning points in the season, like the end of season as it unfolded here. But regardless, love you. See you soon. Take care. It's me, Jack, and I'm out. I'll talk to you guys in a bit. We're looking for the big nations here. Oh my god. Please. Messi, mate. Messi. Are we about to sign Messi? Can you imagine? Can you imagine?